Greetings, salutations, welcome everybody. It's been about 12 days since I've uploaded a video on this channel, for good reason, mainly because we're finally back at our, newly renovated apartment. For the last 2 months, we were in a temporary apartment and having to deal with very bad internet. We're talking about 100 megabytes upload, divided between 6 people, and like 15 megabytes. I said upload, my bad. 100 megabytes download and like 15 megabytes upload. It's a struggle when you have like 6 people within the same vicinity, having to use this Wi-Fi while they do all the renovations for our apartment. But that's officially out the way, and I want to talk about setbacks. Right, this is, I feel like, one of the biggest topics that a lot of people really don't want to show or talk about. And when it comes to like the YouTube journey, a lot of people always highlight all the positives. Obviously, people like to hear the positives when things are going right. When, I'm making videos every single day and I'm showing you guys, hey, this is what you can do if you make videos every single day. And when I'm preaching about, consistency and what the power of consistency is, well, this is what happens when you're not consistent. This is going to happen when you unfortunately take breaks with YouTube. Analytics reflect that YouTube is it is an unforgiving platform. So is social media. Social media can be an unforgiving platform, where with YouTube Shorts you get penalized for not uploading consistently. Once you lose your streak, like YouTube Shorts, you can probably take a break for like 3 days and then get back to the grind of uploading. Not for no week. That's it. Just YouTube is all about momentum. It's the snowball effect, right? So for a lot of content creators out there who are creating videos every single day, that abrupt break, doesn't mean that everything is going to be fine and dandy once you take that break. No, YouTube just expects you to be a model of consistency, and that's just the rough reality of it. So a lot of people who get burnt out or have situations like mine where they have to be taken away from YouTube, it does create a conundrum, right? And obviously, what were we doing? What was one of the grand plans for this month? Well, that was the rebranding of my main channel, right? The goal for this main channel was to make $100 at the end of the month. Obviously, my goal was to also upload multiple videos a day in the month of April. None of those things happened, okay? And a lot of people would be upset if they made a goal and it failed, right? I've already known what failure is like and what success is like, and of course you would love to have more success, right? But to me, this is all trial and error, and I just roll with the punches. Like I said, I'm not back in the days, 10 years ago especially, this would have been one of those like defeatist attitudes I would have had. Like, you know what, this didn't work out, my channel's dead, and yada yada yada, yapping and woe is me type of deal, right? YouTube doesn't care, okay? Neither do your friends, neither do your family, girlfriend, husband, wife, your dog. No one cares when it comes to this platform, because at the end of the day, the only person that you can really hold yourself accountable for, even with all the existential stuff that goes outside of it, is yourself. YouTube only cares about you, and you need to care about yourself at the end of the day. So if you need to take a break, or if you're forced to take a break, it's just one of the things we have to deal with, right? And that's just a tough reality at the end of the day, right? A lot of people, as I said before, do not want to live in that reality. A lot of people do not thrive or push through at the end of the day. So all I do is adjust. Okay, so I wasn't able to upload every single day. Now, when I began this channel, once again, I said I wanted to hold myself accountable. Like, and January 1st last year, I said, hey, I'm going to upload a video every single day for the entire 2024. Did that happen? No. This year, I said the same thing. My goal was to upload, at least every single day. Well, did I achieve that? Yes and no. The reason I can say yes and no is because I realized that when I think about posting videos, period, I've always hold myself to YouTube. Like, hey, I want to post every single day on YouTube, or I just want to post a video like pretty much every single day, right? That's like one of the things I try to hold myself to. And I realized that I was neglecting some of the other platforms that I could be posting. You know, they always say don't put all your eggs in one basket. And I truly understand that, especially when it comes to, say, other social media platforms like Facebook. Now, I mentioned Facebook in a previous video, and I want to go ahead and show you guys what one of the Facebook accounts now looks like after 2 weeks, since it's been 2 weeks since we talked about it. This, when we last checked, was around 200, maybe 300 likes. We're at 4,800 likes on this brand new Facebook page. Yes, we use ads in addition to posting essentially every single day. And all I did was just repost my content from YouTube. My YouTube shorts, I reposted them on Facebook. And I'm going to start repurposing even those YouTube shorts into other content, especially for the ones that do well on Facebook itself, right? Now, I mentioned this before. Facebook has a monetization program, and the goal is to get into the monetization program this year for Facebook. I have 2 channels, or should I say 2 Facebook pages that I'm doing this with. One that's completely brand new in the Akar Tensei one, and one that's going to be reformatted in Drama Tensei from one of my older Facebook pages that had a K-pop/K-drama crowd. So I'm looking at targeting 2 Facebook pages to get into the Facebook monetization program. Also, with Facebook, I mentioned this before, you're able to repost your content. So if you make a video today, in 15 days from now, you can repost the same exact video, especially if it does well. I'm talking about just straight up post the same exact video, same exact status or caption without any repercussion. You cannot do that on YouTube at all, obviously. So when you do it on YouTube, you get penalized. So I have a video that could perfectly illustrate this, right? I have this YouTube short, which is called "They Don't Make Unhinged Anime Like This Anymore," right? So I want you to pay attention to this video that I just have here, right? So this is the most recent version of it. Obviously it's me here at the top, and I'm prefacing it like this. It's me here at the top, the anime I'm reacting to at the bottom, right? There's this caption that I put in the middle, and the caption changes as the video goes on. And it's just basically a collage of my reactions to the Devilman anime. And it's pretty brutal. What I ended up doing is that this video was one of those ones that got limited ads on it. So I used an inverse filter on the bloodiest scenes and made sure that, this will not get tagged for limited ads or anything like that. And as you guys can see, there is no limited ads there. However, let me type in old school anime. Because I want to see how many times I actually recycled the same video. So yeah, we have old school anime has no chill. This got age restricted and limited ads, but it did get 1.1 million views. This one says this old school anime is unhinged. The video I just showed you here is, if you look at it like this, right? And I'll click the link here so you guys can see. So essentially it's the same exact video, right? I don't of the child fortunately arrow to the head, whatever, right? And all I changed was my position of the video. I've changed my position of the video and the caption, and yes, it's treated as a brand new video. This is what we're talking about, recycling like your viral videos and stuff like that, right? That same exact video that I think in the end I put anime is for kids. And let me see, anime is for, here we go. So when people say anime is for kids, and then this one right here, anime is for kids. All right. So this video here is the same exact video as this video as this video right here. Same exact video. If we start from the very beginning, right? The difference is I put also an audio track in the background for music sponsorship as well, right? But it's going to be the same exact video. The demonetization to make sure we don't get hit with limited ads. The same exact thing, right? And yes, this is also, there's a lot of people, even though this video got millions of views, that has not seen the full video. And all I did was just change the position, change the caption. I've recycled my own viral video, like I don't know how many times already. Like this video originally got 67 million views, the one where it's just me reacting to this particular scene itself, and how many views have I gotten extra off the same video, right? And here's the thing, it's not reused content, because it's literally an entirely different video. Like it's funny how like YouTube wants to like label things that is reused content or stuff like that and whatnot, because as long as you can use the same exact content but put a different spin on it, tell a different story about it, right? Well, when YouTube considers reused content is if you just take, let's say you just took my video like this and uploaded it on your channel without any changes at all. Well, that's reused content. You know, that's literally one form of reused content. When you when essentially back in the days, a lot of people would just take anime clips, like essentially, and just put like 3 anime clips together with like no type of caption, with no audio commentary at all, and that's why they would get hit for reused content. A lot of people ask me, how am I able to use these videos of anime when there's copyright? And this is something that, you know, I've already talked about to death, and you can do this. Like, obviously they are all monetized. There's living proof here, so it's a question that, you know, we consistently get a lot of times, right? Now the thing with the same videos here, like, and the point I'm trying to get across is, with those same videos, reformatting them for other platforms like Facebook, right? Of course, I gotta talk about it again, because Repurpose.io, truly game saving app. Sure, we're shilling it, but just for what it's done for me in the last 2 weeks, I just want to show some of the results. 1, yes, the Facebook page started to pop off. 2, I have the Instagram page that has started to also gain traction thanks to using Repurpose.io. And this is a brand new, oh shit, I just realized, okay, so we are actually up, excuse my language, we were at 300 followers, and now we gained 500 followers in the last, like, I think like 24 hours or something like that. And that's all because of this one video here that has started to gain a lot of traction with 1,800, you know, likes on it. Let me see if we can look at the actual view breakdown. Okay, so here we have like a lot of these videos is all talking about Castlevania, so now we're starting to generate viewership that's around the same. But this video here, 5,800, I mean 58,000 views, right? This is the same video that initially went viral on TikTok that got me 5,000 new followers and got me into the TikTok creativity program. This is also the same video that went viral on YouTube before YouTube age restricted. This is also the same video that I'm going to show you right now that went viral on Snapchat, or should I say, and what I mean in viral is very different across different platforms, right? Or and I should say, in terms of viewership, viral wise, I'm talking about anything over like 100 to 1 million views. Like anything that has like 1 million views for YouTube is viral. Anything that has like 2 to 3 million views on TikTok is viral. With Instagram, you can start to see things that start to pop up that have the potential to go viral. And this is a video that I believe will go viral on Instagram, because I've seen it happen for some of my other videos on my other Instagram account. On Snapchat, from talking to a couple other people, when things gain traction, this video, the same exact one, started to pop off. It's at 58. No, this one on Snapchat is at 52,000 views on Snapchat. And it's a brand new Snapchat that I started mainly because I have Repurpose.io. Because I did that video on Snapchat, now I go from 0 to 1,273 followers on Snapchat now. And Snapchat, yes, has a monetization platform that we're also trying to get into. So, you know, my goal at the beginning of the year was to make $10,000 a month, you know? And it was one of those things where, yes, I put a lot of, like, you want to put your eggs into at least one basket, right? And I was putting all my eggs in one basket, and it was YouTube in the very beginning. But YouTube AdSense isn't the end all be all, especially when there's so many other platforms that want to fight for your attention. I also post on Twitter. I also live stream. Of course, we post on Patreon. So there's multiple different ways to get to this $10,000 a month that I want to say get to, right? If I have like YouTube, AdSense, if I have Twitch, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you know, and that's just what, 7 platforms right there. If I have those 7 platforms, and let's say those 7 platforms are all bringing me like $1,000, well, now we're at $7,000 a month. But then what happens if I get a sponsorship that brings, you know, from music sponsorship that brings another 1,000, or a brand deal, or an affiliate link, right? So there we go. There's 10 different ways of making money right then and there that can each bring $1,000. You know, that's where my like line of thinking has become, and more so it's looking to get these things more organized. So over the last 2 weeks, well, I wasn't creating content. I was creating, or I should say, I wasn't creating actively new content for YouTube. I was focusing on repurposing my older content and started to get them onto other platforms themselves, and starting to really like spread my influence onto these other platforms to really make my presence more so known. Because somebody on Snapchat, there's a lot of people there, it's a whole different audience that has not seen my work. A lot of people who have seen, like, let's say that viral video of mine that's like 67 million views, have not seen it on, you know, Instagram. They have not seen it on TikTok. They have not seen it on Snapchat. There's a lot, these users are very different, especially with the age demographics. Like, I'm learning so much about every single like user within the anime field itself. Like, what's gonna happen when I launch my own, you know, website soon, and I start to like actually cover more anime news? You know, what happens when I start to get like, say, a team together and we're making like, say, a Facebook page where we can post up to like 40 times a day? A lot of people don't know this about Facebook because a lot of people only focus, say, on YouTube itself. Like, I just learned this, that some of the larger Facebook channels and pages are posted like 40 times a day. Like, that's an insane amount of money that they're getting per post. We're talking about generating millions of dollars for just posting on Facebook. Then they take those same posts and have their own website with all these other types of affiliate deals. So I'm not looking to just only limit myself to just YouTube in and of itself. Like, where there's so many other opportunities out there for the same medium that I love at the end of the day. Like, I love anime, and that's a field that I'm building content in, you know, a lot in right now. I'm going to Japan pretty soon too, so I'm pretty sure there's more content I could film while I'm out there. There's also Twitch, you know, like I'm looking at other, you know, anime YouTubers, anime streamers, you know, other anime content creators. And this is just within the field of anime, right? But I haven't even touched or talked about what I'm going to possibly be doing in the field of Asian dramas. I haven't even talked about what I'm going to be doing in the field of gaming, right? So as we try to build these brands, like, this is what I want to like truly illustrate for like the remainder of the year. You know, I have my major goals for the year once again, and that's where we come into like wrap this video up. What are my goals looking at right now for the last 8 months of the year? You know, one, I want to publish my first novel, whether that's with help or not with help. And what I mean by help, we're talking about whether I'm like, because I'm a type of person that has a lot of ideas, and it's to my own detriment, right? Like, I realize that I will go from idea to idea to idea to idea, and that's really a detriment. So if I were to say, hey, here's a series that I want to write, hey, you can write it. Maybe I'm going to build a writing team where we can all like have a writing room where we can produce stories. Like, I'm okay being the executive producer, and I'm okay writing my own stories. But if there's somebody else that can, like, say, do the artwork and do all these other things, like, that's one project that I've been working on for the longest, right? But that one's a passion project. When it comes to, say, YouTube itself, you know, obviously you want to establish at least a base, and then work towards getting a team, and then pretty much go from there. Like, one of the major things I wanted to do was nail an editor, and I have a consistent editor for the Asian drama content. So eventually I'm going to get a consistent editor that can work with for all the anime content, and then maybe eventually develop an anime team. Look, when I look at, say, the other competitors in the space, or just other people who are just making content consistently in the field, I look at Facebook, and I look at YouTube and I look at the channel Otaku Card has 9 million people on 2.9 million subscribers on YouTube, right? So there is 2.9 million subscribers on YouTube. They're constantly uploading videos every single day, mainly shorts, right? You know, some of these shorts, they haven't, you know, gotten the biggest amount of views, and then a lot of their other shorts will pop off for like 66 million, right? They also have a Facebook page where they're earning a lot of money from by doing simple posts like this. A lot of their posts also then lead people to their website, which of course is Otaku Cart. So you click onto their website, and now here's their website where pretty much it's anime dominated, but they also have other writers, you know, because they're like a celebrity slash news aggregating site. And this is very smart where they can get more paid ads. They lead people to their website. So now they're getting paid from Facebook, getting paid from their website, getting paid from YouTube. And those are just the platforms that I'm just like calling out right here. They have other links here like TikTok, so they're getting paid for TikTok. Maybe they're getting paid a little bit on Twitter if they have the blue check mark and they're getting enough what's the word, where they're getting enough impressions, right? And they're based in the Philippines, so there's no reason why I couldn't build something similar to this, right? So that's all I just want to talk about for today's video. It's been a very, very long time since the last update, and I don't plan to have any like long layoffs like this again. Even when I'm in Japan, I still will be uploading content and more so vlogging, because I feel like it would be pretty nice to vlog from Japan and talk about YouTube when that happens. So stay tuned for that, folks, and I'll be catching you guys for the next videos pretty soon. So until then, everybody, have a good night.